Hello, everyone out there this afternoon. How is everyone doing? It's so great to be out here with you again on this afternoon. And I hope that you all have had a wonderful day so far. Just want to make sure everything's working okay out here. And I'm just the day has just been so pretty outside and warm too, guys. So just be careful and with your what you're putting on and all of that, and because my allergies has been acting up with this weather changing back and forth. But it's so good to be out here with you on today. Listen, this is your Stepping Up and Stepping Out Real Talk show that airs every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, guys. And my name is Valerie Harris. And our topic tonight is fearless and focused. Overcome 3 barriers to unlock your potential. That's what we will be discussing on tonight, because I don't know about you. But all of us have experienced fear at one point in our lives. But I'm here to tell you that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So I want you to remember that. So why is this topic so important? And the reason I feel that is so important, because fear, self-doubt, and distractions are some of the biggest barriers standing between people and their vision and their goals and their purpose. They are big distractions. And so, and I just want to bring that up to let you know that you have greatness inside of you that the world needs. And you don't have to allow these things to distract you from doing what you have been called to do, because believe it or not, many talented guys, capable and passionate individuals stay stuck, not because they lack the potential, but because they allow fear to hold them back, self-sabotage to slow them down, and distractions to steal their focus. And if you can agree with that, put a plus in or 1 in the chat, because I don't know about you, but it has happened to me, and I know many other people that it has happened to. But let me ask you this question. Have you ever felt like fear or self-doubt kept you from taking a big step? Because it has definitely happened to me in my life, where it caused me not to take some big steps when I was much younger, and even sometimes when I was older. And if you can relate to that, just drop a comment in the chat. Okay? Because by the end of this session, what I want you to do is to be able to have actionable strategies to push you past fear, to stop sabotaging yourself, and stay laser focused on your goals, guys. So the first barrier that I'm going to talk about tonight is overcoming the fear of failure. That is a truth. The fear of failure isn't the problem, though, guys, but the way we respond to it is. Because the root of fear is, it comes from childhood traumas, rejections that you might have felt throughout your life, past experiences, difficult experiences, judgment and criticism from others, the naysayers, trying to be a perfectionist, and that imposter syndrome that we've talked about. So let's just talk about how fear is what will trick us into staying stuck. Because guess what? Fear has a way of convincing us that taking risks is too dangerous, making us believe that failure will define us rather than teach us. Because when we have failure, it's a teacher. It's what will help develop us to go back and do it again, so that the next time we'll get it right. And just imagine, a lot of people just imagine the worst scenario, and what happens, they become paralyzed to not being able to move forward. Fear often disguises itself as logic or waiting for the right time, keeping us in our comfort zone. That's what it does. That's what happened to me. Fear of failure can even stop us from even trying, guys. Some people get so trapped in fear that they won't even try. I know a young lady right now that she is stuck in a tragic trauma that happened in her life, and she doesn't even try to get unstuck. She's satisfied right where she is. And so I don't want that to happen to you guys. And look, we can overcome it. We could overcome it together. Fear has a way of convincing us that failure is the end, when in reality, it's just part of the process. Because many people today have never started their business because of it, because of the fear of failure. They have never started their dream project. They have all these dreams. They say they're going to do it, but they never do it. Or their leadership journey, okay? Because they are afraid of making mistakes. I don't know anybody in the world that has not made a mistake. And here's the truth. Every successful person has failed at something. And what sets them apart is they did not quit. So type in the chat that you are not a quitter. I am not a quitter. Even though I might fail at something, it's a teacher, and I'm going to keep on persevering until I get it right. So what I want you to do is imagine how many dreams would be realized if fear wasn't in control. Just imagine that just for a few minutes, because all of us have experienced that fear. I mean, all of us. And if a person said that they've never experienced fear, listen, look, they're above us, because look, I have experienced it, but I was able to overcome it. So just imagine you want to start a business, but fear whispers, what if you fail? So what? Try it again, because I started so many different businesses. And they didn't go the way I wanted them to, but they were a teaching tool for me for the next time. And then when I failed the next time, it was another teaching tool for the next time, until I finally got it right. Okay? What if no one supports me? Because that's what we'll say. If you want to start a business, you think about, well, if I started, who will support me? There are people out there that will support you. Is everybody your client? No. But there are clients out there for you. There are people that you will be able to help. So instead of taking small steps, you keep delaying it, telling yourself you need more experience or resources. But until you step out, you won't know. Because if you keep delaying, you won't even know that the resources are out there waiting on you. Because in reality, fear has tricked you into believing you're not ready, when the best way to learn is by doing. Because if you never try, you'll never know. Listen to me. You have to be ready to flip the script and reframe failure as feedback, as a learning tool that can help you to get where you want to get in your business, in your personal life, your professional life, whatever it is. Failure isn't the enemy, it's a teacher. It teaches you what not to do the next time. So instead of seeing failure as a dead end, guys, listen, you got to flip the script and recognize it's a stepping stone to your success. It's a stepping stone to your success. And here's how you can flip the script. You ready to hear what it is? By beginning by embracing these 3 hours to reflect, reframe, and reattempt. Okay? Reflect. What did you learn when you failed? Reframe. How can you see that this was a stepping stone instead of a setback? To reattempt, what's your next move? When you do it again, you got to try something different. Each time I failed at the different businesses that I had, I tried something different. Okay? I use it as a stepping stone. I learned something each time that helped me to better myself. For example, if a business launch or a job application or a new project didn't go as planned, what you need to do is reflect on that experience, reframe it as a lesson that you learned, and try again with new insights, even if you have to go and get someone to help you. You have to have a new mindset, because failure is only final if you quit. Now, if you quit, yeah, you failed at it because you didn't go back and try it over again. Okay? But it's not an option. You have to flip the script. Keep going. Okay? So what is one fear that has held you back in the past? And if you don't mind sharing, how about putting it in the chat so you can share it with other people, because some other people have had some of those same experience that you have had. Okay? So just type it in the chat, okay? Barrier number 2, we have to learn how to get out of our own way, because sometimes we sabotage our own selves. I don't know, my tongue is twisted today. We sabotage our own selves. Often we are our biggest roadblock. Why am I saying this? Because we allow self-doubt, procrastination, and overthinking things to sabotage our success. Did you know that self-doubt makes you question whether you're good enough? Some people think they're not even good enough. That leads to hesitation. It leads to a stall in what it is that you want to try. Procrastination will convince you that you can wait and do it later. But then you wait and do it later and you never do it. Overthinking, that's what we do. I know I used to do it all the time. Overthink a thing caused me to be paralyzed by it, by trying to overanalyze it, of too many possibilities, making it hard to take an action. And if that's happened to you, put a 2 in the chat, okay? Don't stop sabotaging yourself. Sabotage is a big, big problem. We overthink it. And guess what? We are our biggest roadblock. And as an example, you've been asked, think about this. You've been asked to be a speaker at an event. And right away, self-doubt kick in, telling you you're not an expert in that field. Okay? What if you mess up? So what if you mess up? When you mess up, you learn from your mess up. So instead of preparing, you procrastinate, avoiding to practice. Because if somebody asks you to do something, you've been wanting someone to ask you to do something. So as soon as they ask you, you start overthinking it and sabotage yourself. Instead of preparing, you procrastinate, avoiding practice. Because anytime you are asked to do something, practice has to be there. You have to be persistent and practice so you can get it right. And yes, will you be nervous? Of course you'll be nervous. But once you start opening up your mouth, the nervousness will go away. Okay? It will go away. As the event nears, your overthinking sets in. And you psych yourself out of saying yes altogether. And tell the person, no, I can't do that. And then what are you doing when you do that? You are missing out on great opportunities that might not come around for a long, long time, or might not ever come back around. And then there's that perfectionism trap that some of us want to be. We think everything got to be perfect. We will not be perfect, guys. Okay? Because we are not perfect. Okay? We can practice and we still can make a mistake. But it's okay because it's a learning experience. So that perfectionism trap, waiting until everything is perfect before taking action, listen, you'll never take action if you're waiting for that to happen. And here are 3 breakthrough strategies that you need to try to make. You need to shift from overthinking to taking action. Stop overthinking and just act. Identify your limited beliefs and replace them with empowering truths that you have what it takes to do a great job. Stop waiting for motivation and build your discipline by practicing and doing the very best that you can do. Okay? All right? Even though I prepare for this, things might happen. I might say a word wrong, or anything could happen during this presentation. Okay? I might miss what I was supposed to say or forget what I was supposed to tell you. So if you don't mind, drop in the chat if you've ever gotten in your own way. I don't know about you, but I have gotten in my own way. And if you have, let's change that today. We can do it together. Okay? Barrier number 3, staying focused, having clarity, and being consistent will lead to success. Because distractions and comparing yourself with others and having the lack of clarity can weaken your focus. Stop looking at other people because you're not like anybody else. We're our own personality. So we'll have to do it the way we can do it according to who we are. Not worrying about trying to do it like somebody else do it. Because, and a lot of times distractions will come through us being too busy with social media or doing unnecessary tasks. Those things will steal our attention, believe it or not. I don't know about you. I'm speaking for myself today because it might not happen to you, but it has happened to me. And it will prevent you from doing the things that you need to be doing. And then comparison makes us focus on others. Get out. You need to get your eyes off of other people. Don't worry about how they did it. And think about success of your own journey, your own path. And then the lack of clarity leads to us being scattered in our efforts of how we're going to practice, how we're going to prepare to do the best job that we can do. And that will make a difference. Okay? Okay, it will make a difference if we stop trying to have that lack of clarity, because it will scatter your efforts and make it difficult for you to stay consistent. So don't let that happen. And for example, let me give you an example. You might have set a goal to write a book, but every time you sit down, a notification comes up, and so you stop writing on the book and go see what's going on the notification. Nope, nope, stop. Because if that's a dream that you want to do, you got to block that time off, cut stuff off so that you won't get interrupted, because then you lose your thought about what it was you want to write about. And then you start scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or whatever networks that you're on, and you see someone else has launched their book, making you feel like, wow, I'm behind now. Well, you did that to yourself by getting distracted. Why? Because you didn't have a clear plan. When you have a clear plan, you won't keep switching ideas and stick to what it is that you decided that you wanted to do. Okay? Why? Because that plan, you not having that clear plan, you get scattered, then you get confused, then you forgot what it was that you wanted to talk about in the book, and you keep switching. So don't do that. You have to have a structured writing schedule. Okay? If you want to write a book. Okay? And then why don't you try this formula? This is another formula I want to give you. I hope you have paper and pencil, or if you miss any of it, just go back to the replay and write it down. Why don't you try the 3 C's focus formula? The first C is clarity. Know your why and set some smart goals. The second C is consistency. Small daily actions leads to success, guys. Confidence. You got to have confidence in yourself. Trust yourself and trust that journey that you're on. And here is a tip that I want to leave you with. Schedule focus time and eliminate distractions, whether it's the phone, put it on airplane mode or just turn it off. Time limits for social media, because they can hinder your progress. So let me ask you this. What is one small step you would like to start today to push past your fear and stay focused? Drop it in the chat, guys. Drop it in the chat. It is up to you to decide. Okay? It's up to you. Nobody else can do it but you. Okay? So listen. Now I want to just put up a few reminders for you in this. I hope you can see this. Overcoming fear to unlock your potential. You're the one that should want to embark on a transformative journey to discover how to conquer your fears and unleash your hidden potential. And in this presentation, it is providing some practical strategies for you. So learn to break free from these limitations that you have set for yourself. Try to identify the fears and deal with those fears. Recognize what holds you back because you're the only one that knows what holds you back. Understand the root cause of your fears and be honest with yourself. List your fears in a journal. Pray over those fears, okay? Because like I said, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and of a sound mind. So acknowledge them without judgment. Whether it's over with public speaking, having the fear of judgment or what people are going to say, worrying about your mistakes. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Failure, fear of not succeeding, worrying about wasted efforts. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Rejection, fear of being turned down, worrying about self-worth. Okay. And challenge those negative thoughts. Negative thoughts is what will fuel your fear. Question the validity. Replace them with positive affirmations. Reframe your perspective. Focus on possibilities and not limitations. 1, is it true? Challenge the evidence behind your thought. 2, is it helpful? Does this thought serve you or hinder you? Ask yourself those questions. 3, what's the alternative? Reframe the thought in a more positive light. You can do it. And then you have to set some realistic goals, break down large goals into smaller steps, achieve increment progress, celebrate small victories. I don't care how small they are, celebrate them. Build momentum and confidence. Avoid overwhelming yourself. By 1, defining your objective. 2, by breaking it down. 3, take the first step. And then 4, reject and adapt. And then embrace your discomforts because we all have discomforts, guys. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. So if you stay in your comfort zone, what's not going to happen? You are not going to grow the way you want to grow. You got to step into the unknown, experience new challenges, and tolerate uncertainties. Build your resilience. Small risks. Try something new daily. I do. I try something new every day. Challenge yourself. Face one fear each week. So if you write down the things that you fear, test it, face it each week. Reflect. What did you learn from it? Okay. And visualize your success. Think about it. Imagine yourself succeeding. Feel the positive emotions and reinforce your belief in your abilities. Use visualization as a powerful tool. By 1, you imagine it. Then number 2, feel it. And then you got to believe it. Believe in yourself. And if you need support, I'm your girl. You know how to get in contact with me. Share your fears with trusted friends or a mentor, or you can get a coach or consultant, whatever you need. Ask for advice and encouragement. Surround yourself with positive influence and build a supportive network by sharing, discussing, and connecting. Okay? And then practice compassion. Guys, be kind to yourselves during setbacks. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend. Learn from your mistakes. When we make mistakes, it's a learning tool. It's not failure. It's only failure if you quit and don't go back. And forgive yourself. Acknowledge your feelings if you're feeling a certain way. Acknowledge it. Recognize your suffering. And you are the only one that can do something about it. Remember that you are human, okay? And guess what? You're not alone. You're definitely not alone. And practice self-kindness. Offer yourself warmth. And learn from role models like Oprah Winfrey, Nelson Mandela, and Rosa Parks. Read about them, the struggles that they had. Read their biographies. Watch their interviews. And look at some of the experiences, the things that they had gone through during their life. And they made it. So can you. And reframe fear as excitement. Shift your perspective. View fear as an opportunity for growth. So stop having the fear of failure and view it as an opportunity for growth. Embrace the adrenaline rush. Channel that energy into something positive and acknowledge your feelings, guys. Ask, is this a threat? Reframe, it's excitement. Okay? That's what I want you to do. I want you to try that. And you will feel so much better. I'm telling you. You will definitely feel so much better. So it's up to you guys to decide what happens as a result to overcoming these barriers. You must take bold actions despite having fear. Okay? You must stop getting in your own way and trust your ability and grow. You must stay laser focused on your goals and stop being distracted by outside noise. Block out the noise and imagine what would be possible if you believed in yourself fully and take consistent action and block out those distractions, those naysayers, that noise in the background. That's the power of mastering this topic that we've talked about today. This is why today's live session is so important. But guess what? You can flip the script. It's your time to step into your own confidence, to push past fear and move towards your goals with clarity and focus. Are you ready? Let's do this thing together. Because guess what? We are not the only ones that have experienced that. Guess what? We are not the only ones. So just know that fear is feedback. Use it as fuel. Get out of your own way by recognizing and overcoming that self-sabotage. And stay focused by getting clarity and taking small, consistent action. Small steps, guys. Fear is a lie that wants to keep you stagnant. Fear is not real. It's a mental projection of what might happen because you're overthinking. And a lot of times you're thinking the wrong thing. You have the power to rewrite the narrative. Fear can't stop you unless you let it. You are in control. I'm in control. We have to be in control. Okay? So just think about those things and just remember, if today's session resonated with you, share your biggest takeaway in the comments. And if you don't want to share, you can DM me privately. And if you want more information about how to overcome this, guys, you can go to my website. Let me pull that website up here for y'all. You can set up a 30-minute free consultation. Where is my website? I have to find it. Here's my website. You can go to my website. You can sign up for a free consultation, www.steppingoutwithpurpose.com. And I offer the first session as free, 30 minutes. Let's see if we can work together if you need additional help in those areas. Okay? And listen, make sure, I ask you every time when I do a live, I said, listen, go and subscribe to that YouTube channel. Okay? Subscribe to Stepping Out with Valerie Harris. Okay? And remember, listen, overcoming the fear of failure, you can do it. Getting out of your own way, yes, you can do it. And listen, stay focused. You can do it. Okay? And that's all I have for you tonight. And it was great being out here with you on tonight. But here's another thing that I would like to leave you with. This last slide right here. Let me pull that down. Remember, celebrate your progress. Acknowledge your accomplishments. Reward yourself for taking risks. Track your growth over time and reinforce positive behaviors. Number one, step one. Every step counts, no matter how big or small. Number two, positive reinforce reinforce behaviors. And 3, momentum. Keep moving forward. Guys, don't quit. And practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Reduce anxiety and stress. Enhance self-awareness by breathing. Breathe in and blow it out. Observe, release, and accept. Okay? Visualize your goals. See the future. Feel the emotions. Make sure you believe that you will succeed, because you will. See it, feel it, and believe it. Believe in yourself. Okay? And then take action despite letting that fear come in. Don't wait for the fear to disappear. Act on it. Take the first step, even if you're scared. Because I was scared, but I took those steps. I stepped out of my comfort zone. Listen, okay? Momentum builds confidence. I would have never thought I would be out here doing no live streams on no Tuesday night. I stepped out of my comfort zone. Was it easy? No, it was not easy. But I enjoyed doing it, because if one person gets it, I'm happy. Because it was this show was designed to encourage you and inspire you and empower you to step up and step out of your comfort zone and do something you've never done before. Do one thing every day that scares you. That's what Roosevelt said. Okay? And key takeaways: fear is a natural emotion. Everybody at one point in their lives will feel fear. You can learn to manage it, though. Overcoming fear unlocks your potential. You have so much potential, but it's hidden because of the fear. Believe in yourself. Type in the chat, I believe in myself. Take action today. And I want to leave you with this. I have a summit coming up in June 21st. Put it on your calendar and go to my website and register for the summit. It's going to be June 21st. It's going to be right in Colonial Heights. It's going to start at 8:30 in the morning and end at 5 o'clock, guys. It's called the Empower Her 2025 Summit, Cross-Generational Impact. It's for all leaders, all educators, all young people, young adults. Come on out. We are going to have some fun. Okay? And I look forward to seeing you there. Listen, I talked a little longer than I planned to tonight, but look, Talk Time Val is about to sign out on you right now. And oh, listen, Mercy Ma, oh, how you doing? It's so great to see you out there. I love you, lady. Mercy, I love you. I love you. I love you. I miss you too. We got to talk, lady. All right. But listen, I'm going to sign out right now. And it was great coming out here talking to you just a few minutes on tonight. Well, it was more than a few minutes, but I'm getting ready to check on out. And like I said, it was great coming out here talking to you all on today. If you need me, you know how to get in contact with me. And I will be talking to you a little bit later.